Public event? Public event?
I'm sorry?
This is a public event.
Oh, so you gotta go across the street.
What's over there? I see people. I see press over there. Yeah, the press. I don't need I've been through this with your chief. I don't need credentials to be over there. He's already recognized me as press.
Okay, but sir, this is a hard closure right now.
I am press. I am a member of the press. LAPD policy, it requires all you have to do is self-identify. I'm not. I'm a member of the press. You can arrest me if you want to.
You're not gonna be arrested.
I'm a member of the press.
I'm letting you know this is a hard closure right now. You can go.
That's fine. There were a member of the press over there. I'm going over there. No, I don't want to hear it. No, I'm a member of the press.
Okay, you can.
You have to treat me. There are members of the press right there. I'm going to be here. I'm not playing these games with you. You guys are violating my rights as a member of the press. I am not going over there. I'm a member of the press.
Sir,
no, oh my God, don't touch me.
We're going across
Don't touch
the
me.
street.
I am a member of the press.
Excuse me. You have to go across the
I don't have to.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
This is not a
Cite the
public
law.
ceremony.
Cite the law.
This is not a
There are
public
members of the press
ceremony.
here. I am a self-identified member of the press. Please don't. Thank you. Thank you. This is Chief Moore's retirement party. We're here at Chief Moore's retirement party. They try to deny me entrance. See how those fools try to stop me? Imagine things you could stop me.
It's happening early. Can you guys hear me? Hello?
How you think this is gonna go? Hey, Michael, you're not retiring. You're being fired, Michael. You're being fired for launching an illegal investigation into the mayor. You're being fired, Michael. She's just allowing you to walk away in grace that you don't deserve. You are being fired, and you owe Commander Carranza an apology for covering up her sexual harassment. You covered up sexual harassment for years. You're being fired. You are fired. You're fired, Michael. You got fired. This is not honorable, and shame on all these people that stand up for this guy that launched an illegal investigation into the mayor. Shame on them. and all the sexual harassment. Sexual harassment. This guy loves sexual harassment. Sexual harassment under Michael Moore exploded. Good riddance. Goodbye, Michael. You're fired. He's fired. He got fired by the mayor. Fired. This is not a resignation. He wanted to last another year or two. But he got caught launching that investigation into the mayor right after her election. Right after. He got the corrupt Captain Shah at Internal Affairs to launch that investigation. And let's talk about the number two, Al Labrada. Where's Al Labrada at? Where's Al Labrada, right? All the sexual harassment. These guys love covering up sexual harassment. We paid $4 million lawsuit because of Michael Moore covering up Lillian Carranza's sexual harassment, and you guys all said nothing. Shame on all of you. Enjoy your little party. Bitch. These guys try to shut me down. Remember them? Didn't work out for you, did it? Didn't work out for you, did it? Didn't work out for you. That's right. That's right. Didn't work out for you, did it? And shame on all of you covering up sexual harassment like that. That's Michael Moore's LAPD. Shame on all of you. I didn't get a chance. Let me go hang out in the park. Or should I go over there and tape them a little bit more? But anyway, Michael Moore got away with being allowed to retire. He wanted to stay on a couple more years, but he got caught launching an illegal investigation into the mayor. Some internal affairs people came forward and said, yeah, he asked us to do this illegal shit. And a month later, they announced that he's retiring. Today's that day. I didn't get a chance to see him the other day. Let me walk this way. I didn't get a chance to see him the other day. Yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before they honored him at City Council? And I was a little depressed about that because I want to get my little lick in. His last moment walking out of this building into the van was here in my fucking mouth. Let's go play with these people some more. Michael knows. Michael knows. Michael knows. Bitch. Michael, don't think I don't know about that blue line flag on your front door. Come on now, get back to work. You guys are all on the clock. You guys are getting these. This is a brass right here. They're getting $150, $200, $300,000 to stand around, right? Right? Ain't that right, Ruby? Ruby's just out here getting paid about $250,000 to stand around taking pictures. That's all they're gonna do, hang out. Look at all this. We pay for all this, all of this. We pay for this. This is all on our dime. They get half of our discretionary budget. Half of our budget. Half of our budget. Ruby gets a good chunk of that, right, Ruby? They got half of our budget. This is what they do all. Sit around. Get back to work. They're asking for more money too. Isn't that right, Ruby? Well, Ruby's brother is the deputy chief over in Westboro, right? Woodyard. Not the brightest guy in the world, I'm gonna tell you that. But yeah, so this is where our money goes. See where our money goes? They're all getting paid. They're probably getting overtime for this. They're all getting paid for this. To stand around doing nothing. To go what? To have a little party for a chief that's undeserving? A chief that what? He goes over to France and then one of the Karen wives of one of the commanders claimed that somebody in France stole her cell phone, so they run after him, arrest him in France. Like they have a jurisdiction. only to find out that captain's wife had the phone in her purse the entire time. Or let's talk about when you guys blew up a neighborhood. When you guys blew up, that neighborhood is still not up and running 100%. You blew it up, we're paying all these millions, and who was held accountable? One person got 10-day suspension and then immediately promoted to sergeant. Look at him, they're just standing around. Take some more pictures, guys, come on. It's only costing us $100, $200 an hour each for the brass to be out here taking pictures, hanging out, doing nothing. We're paying for all this. Ruby's gonna milk it for everything she's got, trust me. Ruby was a star, she was a star back at Cal State Long Beach as a softball player. And she just loves the limelight. She doesn't do anything, she never does anything. This is your LAPD right here. Hey, tell Troy, he better be ready for what comes next. Get back to work. All of you, back to work. Everybody, get back inside and do something. You know what, fuck it, I'm gonna have to hang around now. I don't like them standing around. Come on, traffic officer, get back to work. So did Alabrada make it? Does anybody know if Alabrada made it? Alabrada was the number 2. He got caught putting air tags on one of his subordinates' cars a few months ago when he was sexually harassing him. So that's a big thing. With this department, sexual harassment is huge. Like I said, Lillian Carranza, she sued, won $4 million because these guys covered up, were sexually harassing her and covering up for it. Isn't that right, Captain? Isn't that right? Has anybody apologized to Lillian Carranza for yet? Has anybody? Captain, has anybody? I think Commander Carranza deserves an apology, don't you think? But where's Alabrada with his sexual harassment? There's a reason why only 21% of recruits are women. Look how many women are out here. There's a reason for it. All the sexual harassment they do. Isn't that right, Captain? These guys are just loaded with sexual harassment, loaded. And they do nothing about it. Do nothing about it. Matter of fact, who was it? Wasn't there a captain whose wife was raped by another cop, and he stood up for the cop? Look at him. It's nothing but a bunch of bunch of old white dudes mostly. You got a couple of coons here and there, but it's mostly, Latinos too, but it's just a male-dominated force where sexual harassment runs rampant. And they get half of our budget. They're going to ask for more money. Oh, there's a woman. They got a few women here sprinkled in. Mostly have them sprinkled around. So who's going to cover up the sexual harassment now that Michael's gone, you know? Have any of you guys ever said, you know, Lillian, Commander Carranza, I'm sorry you had to go through that? Instead, Michael Moore said he didn't want to address it. Why? Because he didn't want it going viral. Because he didn't want it going viral. It was all about protecting the force over people. Yeah. Fuck that guy. I let him know. I didn't want Michael thinking. Michael probably didn't know I was going to show up here either, or because I haven't been hounding him at locations in a while. Last time I saw him at a location was, I think, at the Pride Parade in Hollywood last year, when I confronted him to let him know how we sort of tore apart the SIS, the Special Investigation Section, and like most of the elite task force in the country supposedly, and how we destroyed them. They were supposed to be top secret, super secret. Like, we go out of our way to remain secret. They're suing the city over that, saying that exposing their identities puts them in harm's way because they go out of their way to be secret. These motherfuckers are actors and shit on the side. We literally went to LinkedIn and typed in special investigation section. And they were putting it on their LinkedIn that they're in there. It's like saying you're a top secret CIA agent and then putting it in your LinkedIn. We were finding all their IMDb pages. We were finding them all over the internet. They were filming commercial on his own car with license plate showing in front of his own house. Motherfuckers were on like talk shows and stuff. So we put all that information out there. In fact, my guy just got back a good amount of paperwork today on one of their shootings from 7 years ago that I think is going to be very interesting. Once he's done scouring, he's good at that shit. This is the hours. Thanks, Will, for defending women. I mean, look, man, I'm not in the business of defending cops, but right is right and wrong is wrong. I don't care if they're cops or not. If they're going to sit there and just make sexual harassment and sexual assault acceptable, I have a problem with it. I don't care who they are, cops or no cops. All right, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get an Uber because I knew I wasn't gonna have time to park and stuff. I knew there was gonna be a lot of closures, so I just wanted to be able to jump out and not have to worry about it. Nostril cam, there you go. I hope I don't have any boogers. Probably do, my nose has been running. Let's see here. All right, guys, I filmed it with 2 cameras because I wanted to make sure I get it good on the other one. But anyway, I look fine. The boogers look fine. Wait with me until the Uber comes. I flung them on the LAPD, my boogers. I'm happy I was able to get my lick in. So I do have an interview with Natalie. It was supposed to happen at 3:30, right? And then I got a tip that he was having his event here. The ceremony was going to be at 3. And I got here and I texted her on the way. I was like, this is my last chance to confront Moore before he leaves. So can we reschedule for later tonight or tomorrow? She said it's probably best to reschedule for tomorrow in case I get caught up. And I was like, yeah, in case I get arrested, right? Oh, I absolutely would have been willing to get arrested too. 100% for that. For that, the cop was trying to tell me I couldn't go over there. See what happened? I didn't give up. There was no legal reason they could have prevented me from going over there. LAPD policy, stated policy for the last 3 years now, is that anybody who self-identifies as press is the press. Chief Moore, whenever I get in a fight with him, he complains to the LA Press Club and says, William is making you members of the press look bad. So Chief Moore doesn't treat me as an activist, he treats me as a member of the press, always. Essentially always has. So if he's gonna sit there and identify me as press, then don't sit there and tell me I don't need a press badge. Press badge from who? Who do I need it from? The only one who does accreditation and stuff like that is the Sheriff's Department. They're the only ones who demand. Locating a driver. Come on now. If I could have got home in time, I would have got home at 3:30, but we'll be doing that interview tomorrow. But at least I got my last lick in. MD, what's up? It's taking so long, man. Why a celebration if he was fired? So he got caught, right? And so the mayor asked for his resignation, told him he was fired, but allowed him to instead make it look like he's retiring. He said he wanted to stay on for a couple more years and because he wanted an orderly transition. But now he's leaving immediately and we're going to have a temporary chief in while they look for a new one. So why would they have the fact that he's leaving right now and having a temporary one while they look for a new one? He was supposed to stay on until they found the new one, but he was fired. He misused the internal affairs. So fuck him. My ride is 7 minutes away. So at least I was able to get my last lick in on him. Fuck that guy. I can't stand him. Michael Moore's a bitch. Wait, what happened with DOA? Do I ever stop and think how much the elevator hates me? Yeah. But you know what? I have a secret amount of LAPD that root for me. I'm not joking when I say about 25% of them root for me. I notice without them saying it, like generally Latina cops are always, this is a certain way they treat me. Because I know they're dealing with a lot of shit. You got all these guys that are trying to, there are a bunch of dudes who are just, to me, honestly, a bunch of soft dudes who are insecure, who join the police force to make themselves feel macho, but it's all fake shit. And so they overdo it as trying to be macho cops around the women in there. And so they're probably just so sick of dealing with that shit. So I always notice when I tell off these cops, it's like generally the Latinas stay quiet and I see a slight smirk on their face. Like they're sick of dealing with that shit too. Yeah, I'm actually just thrilled I was able to see him. I was talking, the person who sent me the heads up on this, it's another activist I respect like you can't believe. He was wondering if I was going to be able to get close. I was like, you know me, I don't care how far away I get. If I was going to have to stand across the street, I was going to scream, you're going to hear me. I know one thing, the cameras, that when they roll to their clips tonight on the news, they're going to have to do a lot of editing. They're not going to be able to show any of him getting into the car. I mean, they do have those microphones. They'll show him walking down the file but like for the first half, not the second half. Michael knows my voice. I'm gonna email him tonight too. I'm gonna email more. Tell him to get the fuck out of here. Pack it up, Mike. Pack it up. Film on my other camera too so I can have it in HD. I'm listening to the video on this phone. Do I have it? That's funny. At least I got my last lick in. I'm good for the week now. Now I got my some lawyer stuff because I've got two restraining orders I'm dealing with right now. One of them's a temporary restraining order. One is they were denied the temporary restraining order, but they're trying to get a regular one. My lawyer brought another person on to the team who is, to me, the biggest expert on anti-SLAPP law that I know. Super well-respected lawyer. Met him a couple of times, had some conversations. Was actually gonna Spring Street. Okay. Anyway, I'm getting into the Uber, and it's gonna feel weird talking into the phone while I'm on. Fuck it. I'll stay on for a minute. No, actually, it's gonna be weird. I'm gonna get off because it'll be weird talking while. Man, you see how many sergeants were out there? It wasn't the sergeants, it was fucking lieutenants, captains, commanders. Deputy chief was out there. All right, guys. William?
Yeah, I'm Chris.
How you? All right, I'm out of here, guys.